Ash, a misunderstood girl with the gift of foresight, sees a horrifying vision of strangers bringing destruction to her peaceful village, Uduka. Despite her desperate pleas, the elders dismiss her warnings, leaving her alone to act on her haunting premonitions. With her loyal friend Tunda, she ventures into the shadowy forest, discovering a dangerous plot that could end everything they hold dear. As the tension mounts and the vision inches closer to reality, Ash must summon courage beyond her years to protect her village, even if it means risking her life. Will the people of Uduka finally believe her before it's too late? In a small, quiet village called Uduka, nestled between lush green hills and a winding river, there lived a young girl named Ash. Uduka was known for its vibrant traditions, where drums echoed through the evenings and stories of ancestors were told by the fire. The villagers often gathered in the central square, wearing brightly patterned wrappers and adorned with beads and cowries that jingled as they moved. Ash was not like the other children. She had a gift, a special ability to see things before they happened. But instead of being admired, Ash was feared. The villagers called her the cursed child. They whispered behind her back and avoided her whenever they could. Ash's own parents, Zuba and Amma, were kind to her but wary of her gift. One day, while fetching water from the river, Ash saw a terrible vision. The water in her clay pot shimmered, showing an image of the village burning, people running, and a group of strangers with cruel eyes marching through Uduka. Ash dropped the pot, the sound of it shattering echoing through the trees. She ran back to the village, her heart pounding. "We are in danger," she cried as she burst into the square where the elders were discussing preparations for the harvest festival. The elders, dressed in flowing agbadas and carrying staffs decorated with intricate carvings, turned to her in shock. "What are you saying, child?" asked Elder Fola, his wrinkled face etched with disbelief. "I saw it in the water," Ash pleaded. "Strangers will come. They will destroy the village if we don't prepare." The villagers murmured, exchanging uneasy glances. Elder Kemi, a woman known for her sharp tongue, stepped forward. "Ash, your tricks and tales have gone too far. We will not let a child's fantasy ruin our celebrations." No one believed her. The festival preparations continued, with women weaving baskets, children practicing dances, and men sharpening tools for the yam harvest. But Ash could not rest. The vision haunted her. She confided in her best friend, Tunda, a boy with a kind heart who always stood by her. "Do you believe me, Tunda?" she asked one evening as they sat by the riverbank. Tunda nodded, his round face serious. "I believe you, Ash. But what can we do? We're just children." Ash thought for a moment. "If they won't listen, we have to find proof." Ash and Tunda decided to explore the forest beyond the village, where they believed the strangers might be camped. They carried small gourd lamps filled with oil and wore simple tunics and wrappers. The forest was dense and dark, with shadows that seemed to move and whisper. After hours of searching, they stumbled upon a clearing. Ash's breath caught in her throat. There were men, strangers with spears and masks, speaking in hushed tones. They were planning an attack on Uduka to steal its treasures and enslave its people. Tunda tugged at her arm. "We have to go back and tell them." The children ran back to the village, their feet barely touching the ground. When they reached the square, Ash called out to the elders again. "We found them. The strangers are in the forest, planning to attack us." But the elders shook their heads. "Enough, Ash," Elder Fola said sternly. "You are spreading fear during a time of joy. Leave us." That night, Ash couldn't sleep. She lay on her mat, staring at the thatched roof, listening to the distant sound of drums. Suddenly, the air felt heavy, and the vision returned. This time, it was clearer and more terrifying. She saw herself standing alone as the village burned, the faces of her family and friends filled with despair. Ash decided to act alone. With Tunda by her side, she crept into the forest again, determined to find a way to stop the attack. They set traps using vines and dug small pits to slow the strangers down. As dawn broke, the strangers moved toward the village, but they were met with unexpected resistance. The traps ensnared many of them, and the noise woke the villagers. Seeing the danger, the people finally believed Ash. The villagers fought bravely, using their farming tools as weapons. Ash's father, Zuba, led the charge, and her mother, Amma, protected the children. Tunda fought beside Ash, their friendship giving them strength. When the battle was over, the villagers gathered in the square. The strangers had been defeated, but the cost was high. Some huts were destroyed, and many were injured. Elder Fola approached Ash, his staff tapping against the ground. "We owe you our lives, Ash. You saw what we could not, and we are sorry for doubting you." Ash stood tall, her heart filled with a mix of relief and sadness. "I only wanted to protect our home," she said softly. From that day forward, Ash was no longer the cursed child. She was the seer of Uduka, respected and loved by all. The villagers learned to listen to her visions, and Uduka became a safer, stronger place. Stay tuned to find out more shocking twists, emotional confrontations, and heart-pounding stories that will leave you on the edge of your seat on this channel. Don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories like this one. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss the epic stories here.